Welcome, Hector and Ant, to my podcast. What's going on?
They are.
You didn't even tell me he was coming.
I didn't even know I was coming, to be fair. I didn't know I was even going to meet him, but...
To be fair, I did tell Michael this was going to be at 2 o'clock, but it's now 4 p.m.
You know, you got to work, mate. Extras.
I'm at work or you're at work?
I work every day, mate. 24/7.
Yeah.
Knee up.
Okay, so we'll lay it on Ant first.
Oh, my days.
No, I'm not going to lay it. I'm actually going to allow you to say whatever you need to say about my hair, bruv.
No, it's a long. We've still got a long afternoon to go, mate. You're hiding it with the headphones as well. You've done wonders with the headphones.
What do you mean?
The trim is being hid by the headphones. You got big. Okay, take it off.
Okay.
Show it to the camera.
So basically, it's
an Australian trim. You're in London now.
No, it's London at the front, fade,
and then the mullet at the back.
No, I call it wanderlust in the back. It's like the travel hair. You know when you let it grow.
What is that? Is that what they do in Australia?
No, it's just a mullet, isn't it?
It's an Australian trim.
It's popular in Australia at the minute for sure.
Serious?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Wow.
Let me bring this.
Wow.
Here.
I've seen it on Gram. I actually saw it on Gram and I was thinking...
This guy's an idiot.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's an idiot. I was thinking, raw, D's gonna be, you know, when
different.
Man goes
it's different.
You know, when man levels up.
In London, different.
When he levels up,
you can
change the trim. And
you can get away with trims like that in London.
Yeah.
To be fair, in Shoreditch, anything goes there.
Camden, Shoreditch, those vibes. Okay, so basically, me and Ant are going to interview you now.
Perfect.
Who? Double denim over there.
I'm gonna be sensible. I'm gonna, you know what I mean, mature, relaxed.
Double denim in the sun, black.
The first question I want to ask Hector is, how was it that you and my sub at Royal Falcons are under sevens, and now you're playing for Fulham?
And now I'm sub again.
Straight in. Straight in.
Royal Falcons days. What a team. What
club.
Yeah.
Oh, you played for them as well?
But I was the older age group.
Yeah, I joined his age group first because we didn't have an age group.
Because wait, you're in his brother's age group. Okay.
So me and Matty were
a team of wrong'uns, mate.
Nah, we
a team of wrong'uns.
We were good.
Were you playing our age and their age as well?
No, I started with their age.
Yeah.
And then when our age got made, then I joined my own age group.
Oh wait, hold on. Was the age group made at that point? Was Royal Falcons? It didn't kick off then.
No. The Royal Falcons was a club, but obviously didn't have a young team. So obviously I must have been 6, 7. So then I just joined.
So what do you remember about those days? In the sense of like playing, do you remember like thinking when you were playing then, were you like, I'm going to be a footballer, or were you thinking, oh, this is just a bit of fun?
It's just a bit of fun, innit? You just love playing football. You play football all the time, every day, school. And then obviously after school, I'd go Royal Falcons, play with my brother in the garden all the time. So,
but in your head at that age, you didn't think, you know,
you wanted to be a footballer. Every kid wants to be a footballer. Every boy.
But did you know
plays.
you were gonna?
No, I think obviously more when I went to Millwall, then I was thinking, okay, I was playing in the borough, and we was doing well, and we was winning things, and I was thinking, I could be, but how many kids want to be footballers?
That's true.
But I think when you're that age, you don't really think too far ahead. You're just playing the game. It's not really serious then.
Did you think about being a footballer?
Mate, I lived football life through his life, bro.
No, but when you was like young,
yeah, of course. I wanted to, yeah, 100%. I'm kind of glad it didn't happen. I know it sounds a bit mad. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah, it's mad what you're doing now.
Like,
it's unbelievable.
It's
unbelievable. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
For me, watching it grow, it's just like it's crazy because it's obviously like. He's paid me to say this, by the way. It's like what you've gone like the tours and stuff you've been on and like the sold out shows. It's like it's crazy, like worldwide. It's not even just like the local community, affecting a lot of people. It's just like
It's
people don't know,
and even like the Turkish like news fucking.
Yeah, I know.
Got onto as well.
But you know what I want to do? I want to do a lot of madness here, and then go to Turkey.
That'd be mad.
Just like you, Hector. Gonna sign you for Besiktas, bruv. My dad's dream will one day come true, innit? To sign you
every
season.
You were telling me Galatasaray.
What?
Nah, I'm joking.
Whether it's Galatasaray,
he's wound up your dad.
Whether it's Galatasaray or Besiktas, it's tax free, isn't it?
It's the one, man. Get him to that.
It is. So, Ant, are you Hector's agent?
Nah.
You're a football agent, no?
I'm a football agent.
And what sort of players do you deal with?
All sorts, man.
What levels?
All sorts of levels. So there's players at the top, players at the at the bottom. It's a mad industry to be in, to be honest with you,
How so?
because it's just so crazy. Like no one really knows what's going on. A lot of agents will tell you that they know what's going on, but they don't. You just got to be there, try and do the best for your client.
All right, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
I think you're a nice person, right?
Go on.
I don't think you're a dick, right?
Okay, yeah.
Do you have to be one to be a good agent?
What, a dick?
Yeah.
Nah, you don't. But that's the perception that people give.
Because that's what they do, right? And I think a lot of people think that as well.
Nah, you don't. You don't. You know what I would say? And probably people will laugh for saying this, but you're a glorified PA, if I'm honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
But you know what? That's...
It's a mad thing to say.
But I like the fact that you said that.
No, I know. I'm honest in it. I'll be real with you. I'm honest. I feel like you're a glorified PA. You have to be able to facilitate everything and anything nowadays.
Really? Like what, for example?
Like if your client needs, let's say,
an Uber.
Nah, do you know what? No, help with anything. For example, family needs a lawyer, let's say.
Yeah.
Or if you need I don't know, financial advice, or you need them to connect you with something's wrong with your car, or you need to be able to facilitate everything in this era.
Okay, almost like a older brother sort of thing.
Some players need that. Some players don't. Some players just want the business done.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? But
because you see a lot of like young players, like really talented young players, they would get lost with that sort of stuff, right? I mean, imagine.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when Hector told me some of the wages like boys at Fulham or Chelsea would get on their first contract, and I was like,
no, it's mad, bro. Like it's mad.
what would it be around? Someone like Chelsea, 18-year-old signed pro.
Nah, a young pro at Chelsea is pretty much on their way to being if they're good, on their way to being a millionaire.
What would it be weekly? Can you say? Like, obviously you don't know an exact player, but
Well, it depends on the player, but
would it be like 15 to 20 bags a week, or would it be like 10 bags?
Some.
Really?
Some, yeah, it's all it varies. That's the hard thing that people get their head around. Like, sorry, that they can't get their head around is that it varies so much.
You know what I find crazy is like the 18-year-olds that get that. How do you not expect them to go mad?
Yeah, some get lost in the sauce. If I'm real with you,
especially if they don't have like
the right
parents,
guidance. Yeah, 100%.
Which you obviously.
I think that's the thing as well. Is sometimes the kids, because they're earning, they're like the top earners of the family, they think they can, like their parents kind of let them make the decisions for themselves.
Oh, really?
Still, they should be listening to their parents and stuff.
Whereas your dad don't let that happen.
Mum and dad are never gonna.
And I love that.
This old man's raised all of us, to be honest. He raised whole ends. Like, do you know what I mean? So you got lucky though, I think.
Yeah, no.
Like, obviously, your dad knows. He's raised like a lot of us. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he used to take me football. Like, take us all football, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I look at him as one of my fathers.
Yeah, of course. Well, you can see that when we all hang out with all the families and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, and you like, we don't step out of line if they say something. Like, we might banter with your dad or even my dad, but you never cross the line of being rude.
There's always, there's a respect. Obviously, banter's banter, but obviously the respect thing. If they say something seriously in a serious matter or a serious talk, you listen to what they say. Obviously, I'm still an adult, still a man. I still make my decisions, but I take on board what my mum and my dad say, which is important.
They show you that mutual respect.
No, it's a respect. Yeah, it's a respect. They're not going to dictate what I do, but obviously, if I'm going out of line, they're going to say so, and then obviously I look at it and we go from there.
Yeah. So, and your dad's your manager.
Yeah, my agent. Yeah,
your agent. And how was that? How is that? Is there
clear.
Like tough times?
It's always obviously going to be tough times. Obviously, he's my dad as well, so there's emotions, a lot of emotion behind certain decisions and stuff like that happens, but. Yeah, no, for me, it's one of the best things I've done because there's a lot of, like, I was saying, there's a lot of, like, dodgy dealings and stuff like that goes behind the scenes. But obviously, because he's my dad, he tells me.
He tells you straight.
He tells me everything, or he tells me if a club doesn't want this or a club does this, then he tells me it, which is, like, some agents might not want to tell the player because it might affect the player.
Okay, so when you say dodgy, are we talking, like, under the table extra cash for the agent?
Not something like that, but it might be clubs might want or an agency might want to pay my dad to sign me or something like that.
Okay.
But not tell me. Obviously, my dad's going to tell me that.
Okay. So basically, a lot of agents can leave players in the dark with specifics, whereas...
Yeah, or it could be like, oh, it's signed for this team, we'll give you a certain amount. And you might be happy with that certain amount, like that deal.
Yeah.
And the agent will get more. So the agent might push you to that club.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
Okay. When you said dodgy dealers,
yeah, it's not like that.
Yeah.
But there are elements of that though.
Yeah, that is part of dodgy dealing.
Like that does happen.
Obviously, if X club or Y, and the Y club's gonna pay the agent more money, the agent might be like, okay, we'll go here instead. But that club might be the better club for the player.
Okay, because the only reason I ask that is I've seen and heard things from Turkey. They're a little bit more.
What have you heard? What have you heard? Tell us.
I've heard like coaches being like, "Yep, I'll get you signed. Your signing on fee is say $500,000.
Yeah.
But I'm taking 10% of that." The coach.
Mate.
So the coach going to the president of the club, being like, "We need this guy." Obviously, he's telling the guy, "But I'll take 10% of your signing on fee." That's mad, isn't it?
Do you know what,
a lot of money.
Do you know what though? I'll be real with you. It happens everywhere.
It would, innit? It's just...
It does, but I feel like for some weird reason, people act like it doesn't happen in England. Like England's like the safe haven of it. No, it happens everywhere.
Yeah, but they do the same with politics as well, though.
Yeah, I agree. No, totally.
Do you know what I mean? They do the same
we're talking open and honestly, 100%.
Yeah, they do the same with politics. They're just so good at it. Do you know what I mean?
No.
And I'm Turkish guy, so I've got a British passport and I'm proud of both, but like, they're so good with the system.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm trying to learn it. I'm joking.
Just gotta learn. You got to understand it at least. You know what I mean? You got to know what's going on in the world around.
Exactly. So that obviously made a huge impact of at least you had a agent that's 100% honest with you. And another thing is you're keeping the money in the family.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, even like whether you gave your dad a percentage of the signing on fee or not, or whatever, it still kind of goes to them anyway.
Nah, it stays in the family. That's the thing. It always, for me, it's always about my family and making sure my family was right and good. So yeah, it was a no-brainer for me really for him to be my agent.
So when I put a question box on Instagram, and you got quite a few questions. I'll get onto them later. But first club Millwall.
Yeah, youth. Yeah.
But you didn't sign pro there.
No, I got released under 14s, under 15s.
So what happened from there? So what did you feel like being that age and they're going, we don't want to sign you? What was that like?
I felt there was like it was weird. It was like my pride just took a massive hit. It was just like I was so embarrassed to go to school.
Really?
The next day after I got like a letter. It wasn't even like told. It was a letter. I just remember just like, because you got to think like through probably secondary school. Or like leaving primary school to secondary school, I was at Mill, so it was just like everyone's thinking you're going to be a footballer. Kind of, it got to that stage where I felt I was going to be a footballer.
Yeah.
And then I just believed my own hype, and then it was just like, you're done, kind of thing. And it was just like, oh, I'm not going to be a footballer. I'm just going to. But really and truthfully, it shouldn't have defined who I am. Really.
No, but I actually think that might have been a good thing.
No. For me, it was the best thing that happened because I just fell back in love with the game because I was like traveling all over the place. Sometimes playing, sometimes I wasn't playing. Then I was getting injured. There was just little things that I wasn't enjoying football. And I was missing loads of things with my friends as well.
Okay.
So I wasn't be able to hang out with my friends because I was like, I have from school, get on a train to other side of London to then come back. It was just like, I wasn't really having a childhood. I was just always traveling or playing football. So obviously after I got released, I played Sunday League, Pro Star, and then got to have a childhood again kind of thing, play tennis, do other sports, because when you're at football, they only want you to play football. It was like 24/7 football.
And I think the biggest mistake a lot of athletes do is they care so much about that. And the first reason you get into it is because you enjoyed it, right? And then when you forget that,
facts.
It's like you stress, you can't play, you can't feel free or whatnot. And then it affects you on the pitch,
For me,
right?
it's tough because obviously when, especially like kids that get released that type of age, you're kind of becoming a man now. So you're a bit more emotional. There's things going on in your life that didn't happen before.
Hormones.
Do you know even what's matter? You see, back then, it wasn't as common as it is now. Because now, loads of kids are at clubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like every kid, and if you're half decent, you're at a club. Back then,
there's loads of scouts now.
Back then, you had to be good. So everyone in the whole community is thinking, "Rah, he's gonna be someone." So everyone's bigging it up.
I remember, Newham Leisure Centre. You know the cages. I remember guys coming and giving letters to some of the players, going, "Oh, we want to take you on trial for this club and whatnot." And that was like Oh my days!
Oh,
this is mad, bro. You're gonna be a baller, cuz. This is crazy.
Mad.
Do you know what I mean?
Mad.
And you're saying now it's like everyone's at a club.
Listen, any Tom, Dick, and Harry's at a club, and they all think they're all like amazing and stuff like that. And
can you get me signed for someone?
Yeah, if you're half decent,
I'll sell tickets for the stadium.
But that was like back then. It was just like it was crazy because it was just like don't know what to do. Like I just felt like I don't know what to do. When it first happened, I was like, I don't know what to do.
What did Dad say when that happened?
He just said like, football's about opinions, which is true. But when you're at that age, I didn't really care what he was saying. I just wanted to play football.
Yeah.
So he was just like, this is a journey. Obviously, you're still young.
Yeah.
And just like enjoy like the rest of your life. Like enjoy like doing other stuff, cricket, tennis.
Yeah.
Football, hanging out with your friends, like enjoy that. And then when it comes to the point, then if you want to do football, then you go again at it. If you don't, then you don't.
Because I think a lot of like young kids and any parents listening to this, I think, you know, when they don't get a scholarship at 16, I think a lot of them think, oh, you can't be a footballer now. If you're not at a club by 18, you're done. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? There's loads of different pathways though. That's the thing. There's not one set way of being a professional footballer. Some people they're not in the academies. They join the game late. They go into non-league and they just play, and then obviously they find their way.
Yeah.
So
you played a lot of long. You're not playing anymore, are you?
No.
Did you sign pro?
Yeah. So did I sign pro? I don't even. Let's.
But you were getting paid. You were playing conference.
Well, I don't know what pro is no more because I played. Obviously, if you're full time,
yeah.
Are you a professional? I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't play
professional.
I didn't play in the league, but
but you were full time.
Yeah.
But you should have played in the league.
Well, that's debatable. Even his old man, because I had the chance to, but obviously I kind of chased other things at the time. Do you know
other things like what?
No, so obviously I had an offer from a club in the league, but the money wasn't right, and I got an offer from a different club that was just in the they had been in the league, but they got relegated to the conference, but they paid me more. So I was thinking, all right, let me just go there. But hindsight's a beautiful thing. So I don't regret anything that's ever happened to me, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I can help and impact the next generation. I can give them the advice that, you know what I mean? So, yeah, if it answers your question.
What would you do today if you had that offer again?
What would I do today?
Good question.
If you had that offer again?
Same.
I'll do the same thing. I'll be honest. Do you know what? I'll do the same thing. I'll be real. I'll do the same thing because I'm happy with my life.
What would you tell
the next
your son?
My son. I'll say, what do you want from life?
Okay.
Like, what do you want to achieve?
And if I said, Daddy, I want to be a footballer.
Yeah, then I would say, forget the money for now. Establish yourself in the football league and go on, and then money will come later.
But do you think you also would have made that decision based on like, shit, I need some cash for me and my family? At the time?
At the time. Do you know what? I wouldn't change what I did.
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. I wouldn't change what I did. But my advice to someone else would be, do the right thing.
I think it depends on your circumstances. Obviously, if you're single on your own, you can take a risk.
Yeah.
Take less money and like go on a long journey. But obviously, if you've got a family, you've got bills to pay and stuff like that, then obviously it's a harder one to take. It's a harder gamble to take because if you take that gamble and it don't pay off, you're stuck in that situation. Whereas if you've got that guaranteed cash, obviously to look after your family, and then obviously you can still get a move from there.
Of course, yeah.
And it's just I think sometimes
it's quite funny because I remember I was with you and I was on the phone to I think my ex-manager at the time. He was basically saying like, don't go there, don't go to this club, don't go to this club. I had this guy looking at me like making faces on the phone and that. I was just laughing and I was just thinking, back then I should have maybe, but I don't actually regret it, I'll be honest. I don't.
No, that's fine. That's good. That's good. So when Millwall cut out, you're having fun, all that stuff, and then Reading?
Yeah, so I went obviously after school, I went Barking Abbey, like the football thing, football scholarship.
I remember. They didn't take me in.
Did you go to that, yeah?
Barking Abbey trials.
Did you go?
I went to the trials. Remember Aaron
Ballers. There's ballers. Barking Abbey ballers.
Mate, there was.
There's a lot of players.
I remember I went with like Jonathan Glowacki. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I remember you being there. I think Pat was there.
There was a load of people from Newham.
It was everyone from East London, bro. Everyone from East London
was a lot of people there.
And I'll be honest, I wasn't the best of players, man. I knew I had no chance.
Do you know what? I didn't actually get to see you play. I've seen clips of you.
Bro, you know what? If I played...
With tricks, with this juggling, he's good.
What kind of player was he? What kind of player was he?
He's an Instagram player, innit? He's one of the videos. He looks good.
What was he on though? No, because
he was actually a good. He's actually a good player. No, he's actually a good player, but he wasn't serious. He wasn't serious. He was always joking around.
I didn't know. I didn't know what to do, or I chased the wrong.
He knew what to do, but he just didn't do it. Like,
what do you mean? He knew what to do.
Like when you can't do tricks like that if you don't know what to do with football.
What position was you?
I was a centre back.
Oh, is it?
But then he wanted to play like striker. Then he wanted to play all over the place.
Oh, okay.
That is true.
That's the thing. So it's like you need to sometimes like nail down.
But I didn't have that. Like, for example, my dad. For example, he's a very excited man, right? He didn't make it.
What a man, though. What a guy.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah.
So Sundays, I'm available now. So
yeah, okay,
you know what I mean?
Cool.
Yeah.
What did he say? Chicken and lamb.
He said, yeah, he paid me in meat. He paid me in meat. So I said, well, at the time I was like, but now, yeah, I'll bring the meat, man. I'll play.
But like, his intentions were always very good. So he was like, yeah, go for it. He was very excited. But I don't think there was much of a thought process in him helping me with a decision.
Yeah.
And I think a big thing from that also comes from coming from somewhere like Turkey and not being in a country like this for long enough to not completely understand how some people would look at, say, a certain scenario to how he would. Do you get what I mean? For example, if I had a son or a daughter, for the ones listening, I know someone would have chatted shit for that. I think I would know exactly how to play on, if they wanted to be a footballer or a professional athlete, I think I would know exactly how to like get them in, navigate them emotionally without pressure, sometimes pressure, who to chat to, when to chat to.
I think it depends on just the characteristics of the child as well, innit? That's the thing as well. Because some kids might need to have pressure, some kids might need to just be like, let them enjoy it and they just kind of like fall into it.
I wouldn't say I had pressure, but I think I put pressure on myself, for sure.
Is it?
I think I cared too much. I loved it too much. I wanted it too much. With what I do now, I love what I do, but I don't care. And I take risks.
That's the best way to be.
Exactly. So if I had that mentality with that and I knew it would have been way better. Most of the footballers that do well, they don't give a fuck.
No, I agree. I was like you a little bit in terms of, I cared a lot.
But just more athletic.
But I didn't have the guidance as well. I didn't have none of that. It was me just doing my own thing.
Like, I hear you.
Like his dress sense.
This guy, man's wearing pink, bro. You know what I mean? Just come out.
It's a nibble we wanted.
No, that's interesting.
But like, I think caring is important, but also not caring too much. Because you know, you get the players that like in training, you're like, oh fuck, he's quality at training. He's unbelievable. Steps on the pitch, all fart, no poo.
No, there's a lot.
Do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people forget with any athlete, any sport, anything that you do, that like your mental health and your thought process on all these decisions are so much more important than actually kind of training, if that makes sense. Because you get players that go out right before a game and then go play the game of their fucking life the day after. Do you know what I mean? I would have said, I'm not drinking tonight, I've got a game tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? But now I wouldn't do that. I'll do a PowerPoint the day before I have to speak somewhere. And it ends up turning out being better. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, 100%. Are you like that?
24/7 pro, bro. Eat right, drink right. You gotta do everything properly.
Nah,
mate,
you live once.
To be fair, like I tried to give him some sweets, innit?
Space on it.
I tried to give him some sweets.
Yeah, I used to eat sweets.
He said no.
Cut down. I'll take a straw though. It's strawberry, innit?
I know you used to get in trouble already when you used to have sweets, innit? Innit? You used to get in trouble.
Cut me down sweets. Oh yeah, it's good.
So when you when you signed for Reading, I wrote it down actually.
You should know this. 17
clubs.
No, when I signed for Reading,
as in on loan.
From after Reading?
From Reading. Or was it less? 11 or 12?
No, from Reading.
How many times did you go on loan?
At Reading?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a lot of numbers. But it wasn't 17. I think 17 clubs has been from Reading onwards.
That's what Wikipedia said.
Yeah. Man should know this, and he's looking at the sheet. It's
to
poor,
be
innit?
fair,
know
how many clubs is it? Was it? Do you know?
At Reading.
Yeah. How many did you go on loan to?
I think it was like 11.
Nah, 9. It must be 9.
9. Okay, maybe I'm
I was
exaggerating.
doing a club a month, one season.
Okay, and the reason I asked that was it was a lot of non-league clubs.
Mm.
I think that's such a good way to get a footballer stronger physically, mentally.
I think it's non-league's different. I think it's non-league is unbelievable. I think every young player should do it just to like.
Which you were. You were young.
Yeah.
What were you? 18? Not even 18.
17.
Yeah, exactly. So you're playing men's football at 17.
But I think also it helps in certain positions. Australian weather now. Yeah, like centre back, you're dealing with a lot of like
physical guys.
Yeah, physical guys, off the ball stuff.
Yeah.
Like combat skills and all that. Like,
yeah.
You're basically like, no, but that's what it's like. You're basically like protecting yourself because they're elbowing you off the ball. The ball's not even come yet and they've elbowed you, and it's like little things that you don't learn. You won't learn in academy football.
Yeah.
Academy football's all on the floor. It's nice.
Yeah. It looks clean.
Where they get a throw in. Any throw in inside the half, inside the attacking half is getting into the box.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like every team has a long throw specialist, non-league.
Okay, yeah.
And it's getting launched in, and it's just horrible.
But that ended up you eventually working your way up to playing first team for Reading.
Yeah.
When you were going on loan, did you have the option to play for under 18s and under 20s, or did you choose, or did your dad go, no, we want you to play?
No, to be fair, there was like the scout Steve Shorey, like the legend.
Big up, Steve.
He had like a plan kind of for me, and that he wanted me to, because I was a centre mid.
Okay, yeah.
So obviously when I went to Reading, that was the first time me playing centre back properly.
Yeah.
So they wanted me to learn the position and obviously start playing games. And obviously men's football was a better way to learning it than playing academy football, which is they knew I could pass out from the back. But it was the defending side and obviously the horrible side of the game. Yeah. Which, because really, truthfully, it was funny that growing up, I didn't really like heading the ball, really.
Oh, yeah.
So that was one thing that I needed to love to do. Centre back, you have to kind of love to put your head in where it hurts. But before, I didn't really like doing that.
You know that feeling when the ball's coming, you're nervous if you get it.
It's just like, I don't really like.
There's only one man I knew that loved heading the ball from young, and that's his brother.
No, that's the man, and he has glasses.
This guy.
No fear, just bang.
No fear, you know. None.
No fear, just straight in.
Crazy.
Like, the thing is, the first time he played football, I remember like he hated getting dirty, innit? Yeah. Like he loved his kit being clean. So there was one time it was like dirty pitch, and he's like stepping on it. Like it was brilliant.
I can imagine his face expressions as well. Actually, I can imagine.
But he always loved heading the ball. It was weird.
So he did all those all the non-league clubs. You did pre-season.
No, but I went obviously on loan to a couple of league clubs first. So that was like Barnet.
Yeah.
Cheltenham.
So you were playing in front of good crowds?
Yeah, okay crowds, yeah.
Yeah. And then when you made your first appearance for first team at Reading, what was that like? Would you say I remember coming on,
like, the first time my first appearance was a sub appearance, which was
that a league game?
Yeah, I think it was Bolton or Blackburn. No, not Blackburn, Bolton or Blackpool. And no, it was Bolton. And I came on, we was like 7-0 up. And I come on centre back, and they scored. Yeah, they did score, but it wasn't my fault. But they scored, and it was like, it was an unbelievable experience. Like it was great. It was like really like, buzzing. It was like Medeski.
Did you make a mistake?
No, it wasn't even my fault. It wasn't my fault, but it was just like, you know, the ones where you want the clean sheet. Yeah, it's 7-0. They shouldn't score, and they've some man got. Yeah.
When you stepped on the pitch, was it like, oh fuck, I'm here now?
Yeah, it was weird because obviously I've watched loads of games at the Medeski.
Okay.
So obviously youth team, you do like your duty and stuff. You do the ball boy and all that. So it was like, I'm finally like on the pitch. It was like crazy. And then to make my my first league start was at Brighton away. And like my great aunt, she was like in the late 90s then.
Yeah.
So she was like there, which was crazy, and it was just like a good family.
Yeah.
Like everyone to come and watch the game, and it was good. Like, I played well, and it was just like, and then from there it just kicked on. It was just started playing games.
And would you say, because you played Because you were starting and then you were...
Yeah, no, it's just weird. It's just gone from like, just...
Because I saw you level up, like where you were playing, because I started coming to all the games like every weekend. I remember thinking, oh, I can't wait for fucking Saturday, watch it, then we go for food or whatever. But like, you can see you like your confidence, heading the ball, when the ball's on your feet, more feeling more comfortable. And did you think from there, like, I'm gonna go places?
No, I think from there, you just, obviously you get more confident in that you belong there. I think that's the thing. It's belonging somewhere, and then from there, then you just grow into it. I think once you know you belong somewhere, then it's where next. Then it's like the next barrier. Okay. Then once you get there, then it's the next. And as you keep going, and that's what I've looked at. I've always looked at, you gotta like get somewhere, play a few games, and then build on it. Don't like just be solid and safe, especially as a centre back.
It's
different as a striker. You can come on 10 minutes,
take risks, whatever, go mad.
You can do crazy. Take a shot. If it might not go in, you take another shot.
That's all it is.
But a defender, it's more. You can have an unbelievable game for 89 minutes, make one mistake, everyone remembers that mistake.
No.
So there, it's just being solid, especially at a young age. You have to just be solid and reliable for the coach, the manager, to trust you.
Did you ever feel like, when I said you're on the pitch, blah, blah, imposter syndrome, where do I actually belong here? Whether that was when you signed for Chelsea or Fulham, were you like, fuck, this is happening. Do I deserve this?
I think if you think like that, it won't never work, because I think if
it'll get to your head.
You've not won a ticket to be there. You've earned the right to be there. So for me, that's what I believed in my ability, and I believed I belonged there. If that's the case, then it's not like I've won a show and I got there. I've worked, I've gone on loan, I've done everything right to be in this situation I'm in now, and you have to take your chance. That's how I looked at it.
Were you reminding yourself that, or was Dad reminding you at any point?
I think it was a bit of both. Obviously, I was like, believed in my ability, but then obviously you've got people behind you saying like if you don't have a good game or something like that, they'll just be like, next game, or like, what can you do better? Or because my dad's like the toughest person for me. Because I thought one time I thought, played alright. He's like, yeah, but you got rolled here.
Please,
or this little things. Or sometimes I might be, I had a bad game, and he's like, no, you played alright today. So it was weird. It was like he knew what to say at the right time sometimes, just to keep me going.
Smart guy. Smart. He knows what to say to get that.
No, big up, Dad, man. Big up,
100%.
Big him up.
That's why I love like sitting down and having conversations with your dad, because he does this thing where like you say something and he goes.
Before I know exactly what you're talking about, that little stare.
He's thinking what to say to you. He's thinking how to.
Or then he'll go.
Hold
on.
He's dissected.
And when you say it, you're thinking, what's he gonna say now? What's he gonna say?
I'm loading up those like
comeback.
I'm loading up the comeback. But it's obviously very good to have that, like, have your family, that sort of person around you all the time. What made you? Did you feel like you had to prove anything to anyone when that was happening? Like, I want to make my family proud. I'm doing this for my family, or I'm doing this because I love this, or I'm doing this because if I don't do this, what else am I going to do? Was there any of those thought processes when all this was happening?
Yeah, no, I felt obviously that I have to prove every game, every time I step on the pitch, because in football, opinions change quickly. No matter how good you're doing one week, next week, if you're not on it, people might judge you or think, he's not right, or he's took his foot off the gas or something else. So I feel, especially in football, it's a circle, it's a bubble. Everyone talks, so it's opinionated.
And there's a lot of pressure, isn't it?
Everyone's got an opinion, even if they've never played football before in their life, professional football. Everyone's got an opinion on how you should do, or what you should do, or if you should score, if you should block a tackle or make the tackle. Everyone has an opinion. Doesn't matter. My mum has an opinion.
Yeah.
And like, she obviously has not played football, but she knows what she's talking about. But it's just things like that is. It's tough, obviously,
you're hearing things from everywhere.
From all angles. So it's like sometimes.
So do you block any of that out?
Oh, I tell you, obviously, it's my mum and dad. I listen to what they say.
No, as in not them, but like every
you have
other.
To, yeah, I think you have to. If you listen to what every person says, even on social media and everything, it's crazy. You just your head will explode, because there's so many different people saying different things.
When those opinions come, say you had a bad game or even a great one, and you're hearing all these opinions and people asking and saying all this stuff, what's it like in the changing room?
Changing room,
as in with the players, have they got opinions?
It's banter, innit? I think sometimes it's more banter. If you had a bad game and stuff happens, it's more banter, and if you've had a good game, it's banter with it as well. It's never like serious. It's never like hung up on the wall or something like that. It's just a bit of banter. If something was said, or you had a good game, or like a young lad had a good game, scored a goal or something like that, and then they might, even if it's just something that they do normally, but because they've scored, it's like, oh, I must have scored a goal this week or something like stuff like that. It's just little things where just keep them on the toe, keep them grounded and stuff.
So
like
when
that.
you had a bad game, players didn't make you feel bad in the changing room?
Nah. For me, it's more, if someone's had a bad game, you kind of get more around them. You want to build them up. You don't want to knock them down, because obviously you need them for next week. Yeah.
And you're away from family all the time, right?
Yeah, from that situation, you're with the players more than you are your family.
Yeah. So do you see like cliques being formed in changing rooms, as in the team?
I don't think it's more.
You get cliques, like the London boys.
You obviously have people. You obviously in life you gravitate to people that have similar, not values, but like similar to characteristics. Similar likes. If someone likes the same music, you obviously gravitate to that person. Someone likes the same clothes or the same like type of movies. Something to talk about. If someone's watching the same show, like obviously some people like Love Island, so people might gravitate to that table when they're talking about Love Island in the morning, or they're talking about the Olympics, or they're talking about, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's different cliques in. There's always not, but it's not cliques as in like obviously like. No, we got loads of French players at Fulham, so obviously there's like they're gonna talk because they're speaking their natural language.
Families, their partners, and all of this stuff. So when you were at Reading, that's when you're like, okay, I'm a footballer now. Like you're playing full time Championship. When you got that first paycheck, what did you do? What was the first thing? Like when you saw like the difference between when you saw like when I was coaching tennis and then when you were getting paid, and then when you saw like, okay, this is nice. I printed the receipt and I looked at it. I printed the receipt and I looked and I was like, yeah, that's all right. That's
really. He was like, yeah, I cracked it.
I can go JD and
buy whatever.
Yeah, full price trainers. But yeah, it was things like that.
That must have been a special moment though. Like I always think about that as like when footballers do that, or anyone that jumps like that barrier of, I don't need to think about this, I can buy dinner for everyone. Do you know what I mean? I think that's like a really powerful, like, it's just a nice feeling. Yeah, it's obviously it's nice that you can obviously take your family to do nice things, or if you want to, I don't know. Which you do a lot. Yeah, obviously I like obviously spending time with my family. It's important for me, and obviously they've been there the whole journey. When I was at Mill, driving around all over the places, waking up early. So at Sunday League, look at where we used to drive. We used to drive all across London. Yeah. And obviously they've worked their shift throughout the whole week, and then to now take us football, even training after. Yeah. Like and things like that. Stand in the rain. Pissing down rain, and they're there, and it's just like they're. Yeah, so why now can't I look after them when I'm in the position to? Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Because then there's no point. How else are you going to enjoy it, right? No, yeah, you can't live on your own. Have you seen players get carried away with like gone the other way? Because you hear stories, but me personally, I've never seen someone like go mental. Yeah, off with it. But there's always going to be that in any industry where someone makes a lot of money from not having money at all to making money. Sometimes it affects people, and that's part and parcel of life, isn't it? Yeah, no, agree. Wembley, semi-final, Reading. I was there. Were you there? Nah. I missed a lot of his journey. He's been miles off it. He's missed, because he's been playing, innit? Yeah, so I was playing. Yeah, I was doing a non-league thing, so I missed a lot of his, like... That bit, no, I feel you. See, at least you were playing, brother. I couldn't even get into it. Oh, that's funny. Nah, I'm pissed about that. If I'm being honest, sorry for saying that. But no, you can swear. You can say what the fuck. I can say, cool, bro. Love that. Yeah. No, because I would love to have been there and seen his growth. Do you know what I'm saying? But I had to see it from the sideline. You know what I'm saying? But proud of him, man. Yeah. Because I remember thinking, oh my days, this is sick, bruv.
Yeah, man. I remember when we went to a game together, when we went to Derby. Remember that game?
Yeah.
I think it was the last game of the season.
That's
last game of the season.
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh, you scored? Oh, yeah.
That's the one where I said he's going to score.
Yeah, I got a video on my phone.
I said he's going to score, and you popped the header in it. You're like,
Did you point to us or something?
Yeah,
I remember that. That was mad.
He slid and he pointed up.
That was mad. Yeah, that was sick. That was sick. It was all there together.
That was a day. Oh, that was good. But that day against Arsenal, correct me if I'm wrong, when you stepped on the pitch, the first few minutes, were you nervous?
Yeah, because it's weird because you obviously so obviously the warm up, you go out in the warm up.
80,000 people.
There's not 80,000 people in the stadium, is there, at that time? It's probably half full.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like you got a bit of atmosphere. Then you're in the tunnel. Shit. The tunnel is now, it's quiet in the tunnel. You can hear the crowd, but you can't hear the crowd.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Oh, this is
then you're walking out, they've opened the doors and it's just like
erupted.
And then it's just like full, it's just a full stadium. Now it's a full stadium and it's like obviously red and blue. So then it's like, whoa. So I love big games, innit? But it's just like
that was a big.
It's Wembley. This is what you dream of playing. This is what you
Arsenal.
Yeah, Matthew's team, Arsenal. I got dragged into supporting them from a young age at the start because of Matthew. But yeah, this is like a massive game. Semi-final of FA Cup.
You know what? I never thought about that. I never thought about warming up, going in, coming out.
Yeah, because I don't think no one realizes that when you warm up, it's that it's dead. It's really dead, innit? Only Germany where it was like.
No one's paying attention.
Yeah. So then it's like, now you're coming out to this pitch. Now everyone's watching. It's like,
that's not even including everyone watching on TV.
Yeah, because on BBC, innit? Because I got loads of teachers text me and stuff, like message me or speak to my dad to like say, like wish me good luck and stuff. They'll be watching and yeah, it was crazy.
And you played very well that game.
Yeah, I had a good game. Very good game that game.
And then the rumours started.
Yeah.
When man like Uncle Wenger. What happened?
Nah, just in the tunnel, innit? It's just like after the game, just like well played really well.
And that was it?
That was it.
There was nothing else?
There was nothing else.
And how the fuck did you end up in Chelsea?
Wait, what did Wenger say well done on that?
Yeah, he just obviously he's come across the tunnel and obviously I was there and he's just like well played today.
Well, how did I even know about that? Was there something
there must have been like press in the
There was
the tunnel
something about the press in the tunnel that saw that.
Yeah. So they're probably thinking, he's come up to me and said, oh yeah, we're going to sign you in the summer probably.
Okay. Did you get an offer from them?
No. Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. Does your dad leave you in the dark with those things sometimes on purpose?
No, but I think that period of time, that's when he was becoming my agent, I think.
Okay.
I think the Chelsea move was his first
deal.
Yeah.
Smart man. Right club.
No, but that was
right time, bro.
Yeah, the other agents were fuming, yeah.
Chelsea, I'm doing this deal.
No, but yeah.
Oh, that's bad, man.
But yeah. No.
And then Chelsea, being the team you support, signed you.
Yeah, man.
Can we go back a bit? He said he used to support Arsenal.
Okay,
did you hear that part?
No.
Actually, he said he got twanged into it and then he support Arsenal.
The reason, okay.
Safe.
The reason why I supported Arsenal or was supporting Arsenal was because Matthew was Arsenal. My mum used to buy 2 Arsenal shirts, so I used to get Arsenal shirt, but I didn't want the Arsenal shirt.
FIFA 99.
FIFA 99 days.
Omri.
Yeah. What a player.
Good times.
Ask him what used to happen at FIFA 99. He used to come around, used to play FIFA all the time.
Yeah.
He was always off.
Nah, I was alright. Pro Evolution was my stuff though.
But then it's switched though, innit?
Yeah, then it went Pro, then it went FIFA. And Pro's gone out the window, innit?
Pro's never got real kits. Never had real kits. How can it be Pro Evolution?
But the gameplay on Pro. But you're saying it now, these kids and that won't know. No one who plays now will know what Pro was. Unless
there's a reason why.
Bruv, kids now don't know nothing, bruv.
It's true. They don't know, man.
To be fair, all they know is video games.
We were lucky, our generation, our age group.
Play runouts and curbs and play actual games.
And then when we matured...
Yeah, but look now. Look at the cars on the road. There's so many cars. But there's no space to actually play.
We get it.
You can't play curbs.
We get it. You have a G-Wagon, bro. You have a G-Wagon. Look at my car. I get it, bro. I've got an AMG outside. Relax.
Why are we going to cars? I was just talking about.
But that was nice. That was nice. He's feeling awkward right now. He's tapping me. He's tapping me. That's because he's mad humble, but he's tapping me.
I know, but this is why I love Michael, innit? For that reason, because he's so humble about that stuff, which is why I do that.
I was talking about curbs. I was talking about playing curbsy. That was it.
60 seconds and that, all of that. No, you can't play it around here. But around
That's
here,
what I mean, knock down ginger. No one plays them type of games.
No one plays that.
You got ring doorbell. You got ring doorbells now.
Can we just appreciate where we are? Because from where we've come from, because where we are now, nice area where we started.
Bruv,
East Ham's lovely. East Ham's lovely.
Shut up,
East Ham, mate.
Yeah, East Ham's lovely.
This guy just
East
loves
Ham's lovely.
East Ham's lovely.
Come and visit East Ham.
You know what's mad? You were on how many loans? You weren't there, bruv.
Yeah, we weren't even in East Ham.
You were not there.
I lived in East Ham. I lived in East Ham. I lived in East Ham when I was at Barnet.
He was there on
I
Saturdays
used to take
after the game.
No.
He was there on Saturday after his games, and he was like, "Oh, I love East Ham." He's there for a few hours. Oh, what are we doing? Yeah, I'm going to Dubai.
Oh man, big up East Ham.
E6.
Yeah, but 100%. It is weird and it's different because you got a place in Essex
At my house, yeah.
but you're obviously around here due to being close to
Fulham, yeah.
Fulham, right? So wait, hold on. I want to come back. What it was Arsenal and then Chelsea. You signed for Chelsea. I remember seeing that picture, innit? The shirt. How was that? What was it like? Did you meet Mourinho that day?
Yeah, the canteen at the training ground.
And what was that like? Like, what was the process of like?
What, finding out?
How is it like? Yeah, finding out. How is it like? Yeah, I just signed for Chelsea. Like, I remember getting a text from you, and I'm thinking, how the fuck does that happen, bro? You're talking about one of the biggest clubs in the world.
Yeah,
I want to hear this because I've not heard this. To be honest, I actually want to know what the answer.
Make sure you download this episode. Yeah. Clip that.
I actually want to hear this.
But like, how does that happen? Imagine like 12-year-old you. Oh, you're gonna sign for Chelsea one day. You'd think, how does that shit even work? What do I sign? I don't think I would have even looked at what I'm signing. Chelsea.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
That's what you did.
No, but how did it happen?
I was meant to be going Palace. That's what I was supposed to. I was meant to be going Crystal Palace. That was like done. Everything was done to go Palace. And then deadline, like, so obviously I stayed at my uncle's who lived like towards Crystal Palace from, obviously I was in the east.
When you say done, what?
Agreed. So they agreed the terms.
Until you sign, nothing's done, right?
Nothing's done until you signed.
But you agree on terms.
Agreeing the terms. All I had to do was a medical that day. Like the deadline day, all I need to do was medical and then I'm fine to sign.
Okay.
But obviously that was the night before the medical.
And then?
My dad gets a call. He walks out of the room. Comes back into the room.
Who calls though?
I don't know who called him.
Like someone from Chelsea?
Yeah, obviously someone from Chelsea called him.
But
it has to be someone, obviously someone official. It can't be just a random person. Him calling for a banner and saying,
But this is mad. This is confusing me because
Abramovich's right-hand man calling.
Someone calls your dad the day you agree, which means there's a rat.
No, but obviously someone must have said that. Obviously, you need to, if you're gonna try and make a move, you got to make a move now because yeah, okay, it's basically done.
And so I'm assuming Chelsea would have just thrown a deal out, and you were like, yes or no?
Yeah, Chelsea obviously no, they've not thrown a deal out. My dad had to drive with my brother and my uncle to Stamford Bridge to obviously
have a chat.
Yeah, have a chat and obviously work out the contract and stuff.
Fuck, your dad's composed. You'd have to be composed. Like, how can you not go in there being excited, being the dad? Do you know what I mean?
Mate, he was
I think Matthew was like my dad said Matthew was really good in that situation. My brother, yeah.
He was composed.
Yeah, he was really good in that situation.
More than your dad? Is that what he was saying?
Yeah, because obviously my dad is an emotional man.
Yeah,
and he's obviously a very proud man. So he was obviously at Stamford Bridge, which is massive. And then obviously my brother was some brother's good with maths and stuff as well. So he
was doing the numbers.
Yeah.
And then he asked you, like, Michael, what do you think? Now carry on telling the story.
Oh, so obviously that phone call happened, and then he's obviously gone. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, go bad news first, then the good news. Always say bad news first, then good news. So it's like the bad news is you might not be signing for Crystal Palace.
And
so
he said that first.
Yeah. So I was thinking, what good news can come out of that? Like, that's what I was thinking in my head. So I was like, what's the good news then? He's like, there's another team.
Fuck yeah.
So then I was like, who? He's like, guess. So obviously being Chelsea in it, I was like, Chelsea.
You just threw it out.
Yeah,
there.
because obviously I'm a Chelsea fan, so I'm gone.
But
the team
you didn't know.
No, I didn't know who spoke to on the phone.
You just threw your favourite club.
Yeah, because that's the team I support. So obviously it's the first team that comes into my head, Chelsea.
And what did he say?
He went, yeah. I went, nah, you're bantering. I thought, like, was it guy? Because he came back. He didn't come back in. He come back in the room chilled. He come back in the room chilled. He wasn't like come back in the room like excited. He come back in the room chilled, like calm. And then we just like spoke like that. So I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, we got to go there now. So then they've obviously gone to Stamford Bridge to talk the contract. So I did the medical the next day, and then obviously.
Was you
imagine that feeling, bro?
Mourinho's last ever signing?
Probably.
Oh really?
No, I don't know. I think there was players after me, but yeah.
What was that?
No.
But then obviously I had to still speak to Pardew, who was the Palace manager at the time, because obviously we've agreed.
Oh, you didn't have that conversation though.
Yeah, my dad gave me the phone to have the conversation, which is I think the right thing to do. At the time, I didn't think that was right, but thinking about it now, it was the right thing for me to do.
Because you know what, they would have had more respect for you. They would have understood.
Yeah, and he understood as well, because obviously I said it's the team I support, it's the team I grew up, and obviously he's like, I'm the manager, I'm just guaranteed to play. I was like,
it's Chelsea.
Yeah, it's Chelsea. It's the team I support. I can't turn this down.
You might not get that chance again.
That's what I'm saying. So
I'll be honest, no one in the world's turning that down. No one in the world.
I can't even get into a non-league club these days. Michael's like, yeah, me too.
I'm waiting.
That's unbelievable, bruv. That feeling would have been mad. And so you go there. Who was there when you signed?
So
like, was this
obviously at the start? I have to go with the
training.
I get there after they take me away to
medical.
Yeah, so I had to like some hospital, do all the scans and stuff.
Medical in just a random hospital, not a hospital in their facilities.
No, they've not got that. Because obviously you got to do the like, MRI scan and stuff like that. They've not got that in the training ground. So
okay, cool.
There's it's a like private hospital not far from 10 minutes from the training ground. Yeah. So obviously do that, and then you meet Marina. Marina's actually like the head, like Abramovich's person, like director of football. I think she is now. And so that, and then met Mourinho, and then we just like.
And you had a chat with you? Quick chat with you?
Just a quick chat, just obviously saying I was going on back on loan, but obviously work hard, and yeah, we'll see you obviously next season. Obviously we were watching you throughout the season. If you need anything, just let us know.
Imagine Mourinho saying that to you. That's fucking mental.
Yeah, it was.
That's mental, man.
But he was so chilled. It was weird because obviously he's just so like chilled. People like these people are so like they're so they're so cool. Like,
is he that charismatic in real life? Because when you see him on like camera and stuff, looks charismatic and composed, right?
Yeah, no, he's very very chilled, very cool guy to talk to, and I think that's the thing.
That's why he's a great coach.
Yeah, that's why people obviously like playing for him.
I still can't believe that. Well, I can believe it, but it's mental.
To be fair though, it's a great story, and it's a testament to the younger lot. And this me and my agent had on, because with him,
no,
he's a dickhead.
I'm an agent,
but he's done it the right way. He's done it the hard way. Put in the hard yards, played non-league, nasty grounds, playing against nasty players, and then learnt his craft, built his way up,
and then played golf with John Terry.
Yeah, they're boys, isn't it? Boys.
Oh, here we go.
Text each other and stuff. Oh, John Terry, I love you. He's boys.
How do you think
I would love to play golf with him, but he never plays.
Man, I can't play all that stuff.
I can't play all that stuff.
He can play. This guy can play every sport under the sun.
Yeah, no.
Table, I don't even know if table tennis is a sport. Table tennis.
Is table tennis a sport?
I don't know.
Well, it's in the Olympics.
It's in the Olympics, actually. Yeah, it is.
So you've tried every sport. Have you tried getting good at football?
Hey, I'm not even gonna bat.
You want to bat, bro. Clap back.
I'm done. Okay.
No, don't. He's got Darren. You're not putting that episode out. I'm calling my dad.
He probably say, "Yeah, do it."
So when that happened, right? You went away for the summer, celebrated with the fam. I'm assuming you went for a nice meal, whatever.
Nah, that was like during the season. I went after I signed. I went to Jamaica. We had a game, national team.
Oh shit!
That was like deadline day, so it was like I think end of August, September.
Was that Copa America?
No, that was just that happened after that summer. So the Copa America and the Gold Cup final happened, and then I came back to Reading, and then that transfer window. That's when I moved.
Is that also when you played against Messi?
Yeah, Copa America. Yeah.
What a summer!
Yeah, that was a great.
That was the same year.
What a summer!
Yeah, the FA Cup.
Is it?
That everything. National team, like Jamaica Day, everything was that.
That is mental, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a good. That was a good.
Imagine that semi-final, playing against Messi, traveling America, signing for Chelsea.
London buses, man. London buses.
That's mad.
Will come at once. That's sick.
Prince of East London. Fresh Prince of East London.
Fresh Prince of East London.
I remember that when you used to have that on your
bio.
Oh yeah.
Probably still have it.
I remember. Do you remember that?
Fresh Prince.
Yes. Yeah, he loves it.
I remember that.
So I wearing pink, innit?
Yeah, bruv. Rock the pink. It suits you.
Right,
when that happened, right, when you went to your first training session at Chelsea, was there nerves?
Yeah, because obviously the players I support the club, innit?
Like, did you get, when you rocked up in the changing room, was it a bit mad? Like,
it was weird because obviously,
like, who was there? What's the first thing you noticed?
it was at breakfast, innit? When you go for breakfast, so everyone's there eating breakfast, and it's just like.
Did you go and say hello to everyone?
You have to. That was the weird thing. Like, everyone says hello to everyone. Like, you say more, which should
Good.
be.
Yeah.
You say morning to everyone. You shake everyone's hand, no matter who they are, who comes in. Shake morning. Obviously, just like greeting yourself and just going around the tables, and it was just like massive players.
JT, what's going on? How you doing? Morning.
who was the best player in training or whatever, the first session? Who did you think, right, they're good?
Hazard was a joke. He was just like, he was just so bothered, like so chilled, laid back, and he just like, whenever he wanted to do something, he just done it. Whenever he wanted to dribble through people, dribble through. If he wanted to score, he scored. He was just like.
Who was dead? Not dead, sorry. Who wasn't that good?
Who was dead?
Nah, the standard was good. Probably me. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, there was
Were they all as good as you thought they would be?
Nah, remember, did I tell you before? It was just like, everyone was, when I trained with the 23s before, so it was like, when I first went back, obviously I had to train with the 23s, like a week before, and then go with the first team.
You flew me from Australia to London that year as well.
Yeah, because you meant to train me.
I was supposed to train you. Chelsea didn't let me.
And then...
Is it?
Well, I wouldn't either.
Oh, you said no?
No.
What, did Chelsea actually say no?
No, I was like...
No, because then they gave me a coach to train with.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they gave me someone...
Chelsea,
they gave me someone to train with to do like...
That was the first time I flew premium economy, bro. Thank you. You sick guy.
And then... train with the 23s, and it was so sharp. Everyone was quick. Everyone was like good on the ball.
Yeah.
I was thinking, oh my, what's the first thing they'd be like?
Oh fuck. Yeah.
So I went with the first. Then obviously next week went with the first team. So chilled.
And it was slower.
So chilled. Like only when they get the ball, it moves quick, one touch. But it was so easy to play, and like, it was so easy to train. It was just like, it felt like I was in there for years. It just felt so comfortable.
So you're saying 23s were harder?
23s was chaos.
Is it?
Really?
Because they're all rapid, they're all fit, they're all
who's in that
good on the
group
ball.
though? Like, who's
in that group?
Because they always have a crop of...
It's all the players that are like in the team, like all like coming through. It's all like them, like Tariq Lamptey's, all them lot coming through. They're just all with...
Okay, that group.
Yeah, they all had... They were just all rapid. I just remember them all being quick, all being good, both feet. Don't know which way to show them. Just like... It was chaos. But obviously when you go with the first team, it was just more chilled. Everyone was like a bit more... They let the ball do the work.
Is this the case when you got way more better players around you, it's just easier for you to play?
Yeah, I've always said that. I said obviously, but when you know, like United, they always had like one young player come through. When you're surrounded with good players, the game is so much easier because you've got so many options.
You just fit in.
Yeah,
every time you have the ball, someone's
there.
there.
There's always 2 or 3 options. Then you just and you can kind of just pass the ball to them anyhow, and they deal with it. So you can wrap it into someone, and they'll just take the touch into their path. Where sometimes, not with so better players, if you wrap it in, sometimes they miscontrol it. Yeah, Fresh Ego. We've obviously played Fresh Ego. Like,
you should see this clip. This guy,
probably about 6 weeks ago before I went to Jamaica.
Yeah,
zipped the ball out to him.
Wait, can I just say? It
wasn't even a hard pass. It wasn't even a hard pass.
I've not run for about 2 years.
Was the touch mad?
This, bruv,
it was straight at him. It was straight at him.
No, he has battered the ball at me. Like, literally, he's gone
30 yards though. It's 30 yards away. It's not like close.
And I'm thinking, I don't know how to control this. Like, so it's literally just hit my leg and just went up. Everyone was dying. Like, literally, everyone just like stopped.
It was one of the funniest things. And then what did you say? You said something at the end of it. What did you say? And I was like, no, you shouldn't have said that.
I think I said something like, bro, I can't remember, man, but it's funny. Everyone was dying, like, literally.
But keep in mind, everyone that's playing there, you got decent players everywhere, right?
Yeah, the thing is, he played decent there, but I don't know why he ended up like wide right.
I was like right back in unknown territory. And he's absolutely wrapped the ball at me. If you get the clip, Marvel shot, bruv, it was mad. The touch was mad. The touch was mad.
But that's that like, good example.
Okay, that's a good example. Being surrounded by dead players. Exactly. That's what he's saying.
Exactly. No way, man. It's cool.
When you got the option to play for Jamaica, was there a decision based on you can play for Jamaica? If you do, you can never play for England. Was there that choice? I mean, is it?
Yeah, that's the choice.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's the choice you make.
Okay, and how quick was that for you to decide?
Yeah, it was quick. It's very quick. Bang. Yeah, because my dad's obviously drummed into me from young. Yeah. I've always wanted to play for Jamaica. If I get an opportunity to play football professionally, you play for Jamaica.
Okay.
Because obviously he played cricket for England, and he said he wished obviously he played
for Jamaica.
Yeah, West Indies, but yeah.
West Indies. Okay.
If he had the opportunity to, he should. Yeah.
So when you had that, was it? So it was your decision.
It's my decision, obviously, because obviously.
Yeah, but you wanted to make your dad proud as well.
Yeah, because it was it's a moment that I've known about for my whole life.
Yeah.
What I want, like, that was my goal, and obviously I could make it happen. And
how exciting was that, like, flying over?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. And I knew how emotional my dad would have been. Obviously, even when I got my passport, he was so happy.
Oh, you got a Jamaican passport?
Yeah.
Man, I need to see that.
Big up Jamaica. It's Independence Day today.
Independence Day.
I
knew it was Independence, but I knew you was gonna say something.
How are you letting an African do that?
No, but I want him to get one up because now he feels happy.
Yeah, I feel.
Don't worry, we got Africa as well. I got my Ghanaian drums downstairs.
Yeah, drum session after.
Come on, I got you, man. I got you both, man.
See the way he touched the drum. He didn't even like bang it. He just. He wanted to test out the skin.
He knew the minute he hit that, he's gonna be.
No. You just got that.
You got to test it. That's the first thing.
Caress it. Caress it.
Let's give it a little caress.
And when you flew out, what was the level like? Because in America, football-wise, it's not going to be as mad as Europe, is it?
No, but that's the thing. My first camp was obviously the Copa America.
Yeah.
That was like my first time with the national team, and there must have been about 8 or 9 players from England.
Do you want to tell everyone what the Copa America is?
Copa America is like the Euros, but for obviously South America, but they would invite a team.
Okay, yeah.
So we was the team that was invited.
Okay, and who was in your group?
So obviously we had Uruguay, Argentina, and Paraguay.
Fucking hell. That's a mad group.
Yeah, that was a tough group.
Any good players? Any good players in there?
Yeah, there was one or two decent ones.
Well, drop a few names?
Nah, I'm not a name dropper.
Nah?
I'll let you do that.
Nah. Messi?
Huh? Yeah, he was there.
Did you say Uruguay?
Yeah, Uruguay as well.
Did Suarez play for them? No banner.
Yeah, no, he was there, but he was injured at the time, so he was like on the bench for them.
Okay.
But he was like, if they were needing him to come on, he would have.
He would have come on.
Yeah.
Mad.
So he didn't come on.
What was seeing Messi like? And then obviously, what was it like harassing him?
Yeah, Messi was. It was weird, yeah, because it was like, I think in the first half, no one tried to like tackle him because he was just like, you don't want to like, you're like, he's gonna do something mad. And every time he got the ball, everyone was like making mad runs. Like, all the players just started. So then obviously second half we got into the game and we started like tackling him a bit more, which was.
I'm gonna send you clips then, right, of him slide tackling Messi and shouting at him.
But I won the ball. He won the ball.
I won the ball.
Oh yeah,
I won the ball.
How you telling Messi to? What did you tell him to get up or something? What did you?
No, I was more shouting at the ref. But I didn't even at the time. I didn't know it was him. But I think he went to shake my hand or something, and I was like, just pied him.
Massive
man.
See that?
No, but I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I apologise for that.
Hector went East London on Messi.
East London on Messi, you know. Shake your hand.
What do you mean, bruv? What do you mean?
No, but it wasn't a yellow. Never yellow card. I got yellow card for the tackle. Yeah,
it wasn't a yellow. It wasn't a yellow. I do remember watching that.
Because you can't touch it. That's why.
No, yeah. Because you're quite quick for a centre back, innit?
I feel like I'm losing pace.
Really?
Why did you laugh like that? Why did he's a dumbass.
Nah, yeah, I feel like I was quicker back in the day. I feel, when I was younger, I felt rapid.
No, you was, when you, like, young, you was quick.
Yeah, but
then it just, like,
I don't know,
yeah.
I think it's got left in Jamaica.
Pace got left in Jamaica.
No, but yeah, no.
That was also the game where one of your teammates went and got a selfie with him.
Yeah, that was mad.
Which is why that game got viral.
Do you remember that? That picture went crazy because he posted it straight away as well.
This was all over the place.
Well,
he must have. That was the first time I seen him and the last time I seen him as well. He basically like had his phone. I don't know his name. I can't remember his name, but he had his phone on the pitch. I took a selfie with him.
Is it?
Like the whistle went.
Where was he
and
playing?
He's on the pitch.
In America?
No, he played in Europe somewhere.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But that was mad. And then that picture just blown up. It was all over like the news. Obviously, we was in Chile, so we didn't understand what they were saying, but it was everywhere. Every like station kept showing that picture.
That's banter though.
Bro, I remember thinking every sports Insta.
Yeah, would have grabbed that picture straight away, yeah.
Bro, it was the video of him just going up and asking.
But then I didn't realise, that was his 100th game for Argentina.
Oh, shit.
Against us. That's mad. Like, that was like I was thinking...
And you tried to injure him.
Do you man think that's right or wrong? Like, would you do that?
What?
No, I don't think you should do that. Not on the pitch.
Would you take a
You get a picture after in the tunnel.
No, I would wait till the tunnel.
Yeah.
You can't really do it. But it wasn't even like 20 minutes after the game or 10 minutes after the game. He was like, the whistle blew and he was on the pitch with the phone.
Bro, it was mad. I saw the video of him running in and getting it.
Well, he ran into the change room.
I saw a clip of him running out and like running straight to Messi.
Serious?
Yeah.
Well, he must love football then.
I definitely wouldn't have done that. I would have thought,
But that's the thing. But football's like that. Football, makes you do crazy things.
No, I think Instagram makes you do crazy things. If there was no Instagram, he's not doing that.
That's true.
But you don't know.
But imagine this as well, though.
You don't know. If he loves Messi like that, some people are fanatic about people.
He could have started football because of him.
You don't know. Yeah, you don't know the story behind it. There might be something so strongly behind it that he made him do that.
Is there anyone you would do that to?
Nah, I'm so shy of taking pictures. Like, I'm so nervous about taking pictures. What did they call? What's he saying? No, for me, I hate. That's why when people ask for pictures, I always try and do it because I know how much courage it takes to do that. Some people, like my mum, loves a selfie with someone.
Yeah, I love the way your mum
she always like, no, give me that person, and take a picture. But for me, I find it so difficult to ask for a picture.
Yeah, no, I can see that because I think would you say you're an introvert? With your boys,
I think you have to get to know me. I think if I don't know you, I'm not.
You're not straight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No,
I'll still be cool though. I'll still be in.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I get that.
Right.
What about you? Who would you do that to?
No one. I'll be honest.
No one.
But the thing is, I don't really.
He's got so many pictures of people.
I ain't got no pictures with no one. Who have I got? With who? The thing is, who? Go on.
No, go on.
The guy from. No, I don't really. I don't know, not in a football setting. They go on Instagram.
Not what?
Nah, but he archives loads of stuff in it.
No, honestly, I don't think I would. Unless I probably saw Zidane or Ronaldinho.
Oh, Ronaldinho, 100%. Bruv, he's
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Which Ronaldo?
Original.
Okay.
People say fat Ronaldo. That's so disrespectful. It's original Ronaldo.
Yeah. No one else.
Original.
But maybe people that's not in football. But I think I'm more like, that's
Snowfall.
But if you think about
Snowfall.
Snowfall. This guy.
But if you think about current Ronaldo, would you say he's done more for the sport
than who?
Than original Ronaldo?
But the thing is,
no,
it's because of the social media.
Yeah,
you think if them players had that social media, it'd be mad. Like imagine Beckham having social media back in his prime, like in his hate, like he touched so many people without social media.
Do you think now? I think players are also looked at just as brands.
Yeah, because
when they sign.
Yeah, I think obviously you're getting a package in it when you sign a massive.
If Fulham signs a player with 3 million followers, I'm sure it helps with sales.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
No, but you're going to promote that player obviously because he's got that many following behind him.
Yeah, exactly, and it sells shirts or whatever.
If you got a player that's going to do that, you see.
Yeah, and do you ever feel like you want to push your own brand as Michael Hector, or do you just want to focus like just football?
No, for me, obviously.
What do you think?
I think me now, I've calmed down a bit more on Instagram. Before I'll be a bit more, like, show more of my private life, more things that I do. More now, I'm more chilled with it.
Can I ask why?
I don't know. I think I do it more with my friends. Like obviously Snapchat and stuff like that. I post funny things.
Yeah.
With my Snapchat, but obviously Instagram. I don't know. I just feel that
you don't want to give everything all your personal. I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
I feel and I think that's more how I want to be now. I think when I was younger, it's different. Obviously now when you have kids and stuff like that, you don't want to show.
But it's also probably that first hype of being a footballer might have not phased out, but like you're more chilled with things as in, another transfer, I've been there before, I don't need to go crazy about a post or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think obviously when you I think that's another thing as well, like Instagram and that, you always see the positive things, and like people don't obviously post negative stuff on Instagram.
No.
Because obviously it's like a highlight reel. It's not a negative reel.
No,
so
exactly.
D, can I say something on that?
Yeah, of course.
This guy so he does a lot of like I would say charitable things, yeah.
I know.
And I think you should show that.
150%.
Because if
people knew Michael like us more,
then you'll understand it, and you're rating it and you're respecting it so much more.
Which is why I wanted to do this podcast.
Yeah, but I think as well that you're doing it for them people. You're not doing it for everyone to see.
Nah, of course not.
You're just doing it to help them people.
But when you're not posting it, I'm not saying post it to show like, okay, boom, I'm doing this for X, Y, and Z. But sometimes the good causes that you do support and the good causes and the people that you do help, it helps the actual cause itself.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It influences people. Because at the end of the day, I've met a lot of footballers. I know a lot of footballers. You are no doubt the nicest one. And the most humble one. That is, you know a lot of footballers, right?
Facts.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Facts, man, facts. And I'm not even saying that because it's a family thing. I'm being real with you. I know, and
you're exactly the same as when I knew when you were like 7. You're like exactly the same.
But I understand. But that's the thing. It's like, but it's me. Football doesn't, just because I'm a footballer doesn't mean I change as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just, everyone's human beings. I think if people was to know each footballer properly, they'd probably say similar things because
Nah.
But seriously, some people, I bet when they're around their close people, they're like chilled and cool.
Some yes, and some no. And I'm being real with you. Some yes and some no. Come on, man. We're all people at the end of the day. Some yes and some no. Some people are nicer people than others. It's just a way of life.
Yeah, there's the energy of people. You can sense it when you meet them, bro. When they even have interviews, you just know this guy's going to be a prick, bro.
There's a lot of humble people. That's why a lot of people love Kante, innit? Because Kante is so humble, and everyone just wants the back end.
Wants him to do well,
they all just want him to do well. I feel like if more people, well, not even more people, with you, you are naturally humble, man. And if a lot of people knew the things that you do and who you are as a person, like, well, not even just you, I'm talking about as a bigger brand, they would support that person more.
100%. And that's because the values that he sees as important is the things that actually matter in life more so than
100%.
the money, cars, holidays, being a Premier League footballer, whatever it is. Do you know what I mean? So, and I think that's why, and I think it's important for people to see that, which is why I wanted to do this podcast. I was like, let's do a fucking podcast. I want people to know fucking...
You as well, by the way. You as well, by the way.
No, it's not about me, bro.
No, it's not. But
let's do a podcast.
No, but this ain't even a podcast.
You guys are my guest, though.
But let's talk about this, though.
No.
No. I'm going to out you because how far you've come has amazed me. Because I remember we had a conversation. I can't even remember when it was, yeah. And I know I keep saying this thing, but I can't remember when it was.
In the living room, it was a Christmas winter time with your house, actually.
Was it mine?
It was your house.
Bruv,
me, Frankie, and him went out.
It was mad because you said you're going to do everything.
Yeah, Romford. It was Romford. We went out in Romford.
Where was it? Where did we go?
Well, I don't know. It was mad.
I don't know. We went some place.
Bad place.
Yeah.
But what you've done and how far you've come is inspirational too. So you should share your journey as well with a lot of people.
I appreciate it. I'm like 60 episodes in. I have, man.
Is it? Oh, you told them. You told them. I'm gonna start watching. Wait, I haven't looked
60 episodes in. Well, I've not watched the episode yet.
Nah, I haven't.
No,
that's bad. I'm gonna.
No, you don't have to. I'd rather talk to you guys.
No, I'm going to because I want to know what's going on.
But I like having these conversations with because we have these conversations when we're out and about and when it's not recording. But I think it's really important for people to hear and see these things.
Yeah.
Just because you can influence people in a very positive way, especially when you're a footballer. And he wouldn't see himself as as we said, he's humble. But I don't think you realise, even like when I seen you signing contracts, when I see you, when you were buying meals for all of us, when we would go out and you'd get a table and you wouldn't let anyone pay. I remember being like, I'm gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do that. I'm gonna find a way to do that. Not because of the important things, to be able to do that with my friends and family.
You want to look after your people.
Yeah, exactly. And
that's facts.
And it influences you to be more positive, which is why it's so important to have so many good people around you instead of snakes, I guess, or whatever.
Leeches.
Exactly. Or whatever. Exactly. People that will drag you down instead of try and elevate you. Do you know what I mean? Which is why it's so important for people to see this side of footballers, especially him, because I think it could make such an impact on coaches' views on a person and even know how to coach a specific individual when they get to know them more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I don't. Is that a big thing in football?
I think it's harder to like a coach to get to know a player, especially like first team level, because the coach kind of needs you to go straight away.
Okay. Yeah.
He needs you to hit the ground running, because if you don't hit the ground running, someone else will, and he'll find someone else. So that's more like in a youth team environment where they can kind of strip you down and get to know you and know the ins and outs of you, what makes you tick, what makes you get up in the morning and stuff like that.
I think that's why Mourinho and some of the other big dogs stand out so much, because I don't know this, but it seems like they would be doing that with a lot of individuals. Would you say that's the case or not?
I think they probably do with obviously like the main players of the group.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do that with, if you've got a squad of 25, 30.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that with every single person and get to know every single person unless you go away for like a month.
Yeah.
And just like 24/7 you're just together. Like camping kind of thing, like a proper camp, and get to know everyone and basically get everyone to write things down or do things like that. That's the only way, bonding sessions. That's the only way you're going to get to know how people are under pressure, how people thrive, negativity and stuff like that, how people thrive in positive stuff, like all them type of factors.
Would you say there's some players that are more open with this sort of stuff, so it doesn't even, it's not even a matter of the coach talking to that person, the players already showing that side?
There's always players, there's always bigger characters in the group. There's always players that if a coach says, "Are you tired today?" they'll be like, "Yeah, I'm tired." Because there'll be players that are tired, but they always put up a front.
But no,
I'm fine. I'm good today. Yeah, I'm good today, coach. But your body's screaming. You know what I mean? There's always them type of people in it.
Yeah.
So there's always someone that speaks up for the group or says like, "Oh, by the way, yeah, that's a tough session today."
I guess that's why it's important to also have a good captain in that sort of environment to be able to see those things.
A captain is one of the biggest things in a team, because obviously they voice what's coming from the team. If the team's not happy with certain things, then the captain obviously goes to the manager and says, "Oh, by the way, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
So them type of situations, it's important to obviously. And if you've got more leaders in the change room runs itself. The club runs itself, kind of thing.
What you hit your biggest goal that you had? Well, I think it was what it was then, was to be a Premier League footballer. And actually, before that, what was being promoted like when you had such a huge impact on Fulham getting promoted? What was that like?
It was unbelievable, but obviously it was like unbelievable. But in one aspect, it was like, you wish there was fans there.
Oh yeah,
because it was an empty stadium. So it was like your friends and family would have been there. So it's like I'm celebrating them on FaceTime. Like I was calling my parents and that on FaceTime. It was just like, wasn't really, like it was special. It was not, don't get me wrong, it was unbelievable because you're celebrating with the team.
Yeah.
So you probably celebrating more time with the team, but you would, like they said, which was better than last time, because last time you celebrate with your friends and family.
Yeah.
And then
not with the people that you got.
Not the
with.
people that you went up with. So I think in the change room we had a great time, which was fun. But it was just, not having the fans there would have been nice to celebrate with the fans.
Did the owners do anything special for you guys when you guys got promoted? Like,
it was tough, innit? Because it was like the COVID times as well, innit? So we couldn't, like last time they went like LA and Vegas, we couldn't fly anywhere.
Oh, that would have been mad.
Yeah, we couldn't fly anywhere, so it was just like kind of like job done, and then 2-3 weeks off, and then straight back into the next season.
Straight back in, getting ready for the Premier League. Mm-hmm. What was it like making that appearance
against Arsenal? Yeah, it was crazy. But that's the thing as well. It was like I spoke to someone about this before. It was just like, I've worked all like whole life to play in the Premier League, which is like the pinnacle.
Yeah.
And it was like no atmosphere. So it was like I've gone to the top, looked at the view, and it was like it was cloudy, it was a rainy day or something like that. That's how it felt like.
Do you think that made an impact on your performance?
You never know, innit?
No, definitely, because I feel like you're a big game player, or like you want atmosphere and things to get you going, innit? Let's be real.
I think it did.
I know, but it's one of those things, innit? But I have to, my performance weren't great, but I have to be honest with myself that you need to G yourself up. I'm not old enough now, I'm not a kid. Yeah. So I need to G myself up in the right way. But obviously,
you don't like giving excuses, basically.
No, I don't like giving excuses. So, but obviously,
I know
it would have been nicer with the fans. It would have been that debut would have been better with a full stadium and it bouncing.
Because I reckon that would have affected such a like.
Yeah, other some players like playing with no, like some players play better with no fans. Some players play better with fans. It's part and parcel of the game. But yeah, I had enough opportunities to play better in a scenario with no fans, and I didn't. So that was the.
How many games? So last season for you, the season before, I would say that was your best season you've ever had.
Yeah, I think me coming off like Reading, I played well, like back end of my Reading time.
Yeah.
Then Sheffield, I played well for that part. I was there.
Yeah.
And then obviously being away from the start of that season at Fulham, then to come in and do well, and then that break, I think it was tough. That's the thing as well. It was no fans when they came back from the break, and I didn't play. Me personally, I didn't think I played well after the break from COVID. Okay,
because you were at home.
Yeah, it was at home for like 2 months. I think 2 months. Yeah.
So you had to do all your training on your own.
Yeah. So and that's the thing at a period as well where I didn't get sent what all the players got sent, so I wasn't doing anything. I was just doing my own bits. Like it wasn't to the same intensity that everyone else was doing it. So I was like way behind in like fitness and stuff.
Well, it's also can't like.
But my fitness, me personally, I like doing it with people.
Yeah.
Like running and stuff. I like doing it with people.
Yeah.
Like the camaraderie and stuff. I hate just running.
The intensity is not the same.
No, it's never going to be the same because you're not competing against anyone. Yeah. You're just running against yourself, and then it's like it's just the time. You're just competing against the time. Whereas when you're running with people, it's like they push you push them. It's just like
you're playing football. No one fucking likes running. People footballers don't like running. They like playing football.
Yeah, no one. But some people like running. Some players like the running and the pre-season and the thing. I've always said it.
Usually it's the shit players.
but to be
it's true. It's true. I liked pre-season because I wasn't the most fucking good player, bruv. I liked the gym stuff because I was good at it.
He was a fitness man.
It's true though, don't you reckon? Because the ballers, what Ronaldinho's like, yeah, I can't wait to do a back squat. Come on, bro. Ronaldinho's like, give me the ball so I can play football.
Look at Ronaldo. Ronaldo's doing the gym.
He's
the best player.
Different strokes for different.
Ronaldo's
folks.
rare though.
But we just said about ballers not doing gym. Ronaldo.
Yeah, but he doesn't go. But he's rare though.
You say he doesn't go, but he goes gym before training, after training.
I just think there's different strokes for different folks. Different people need different things, innit? Or like different things. So there's no right or wrong to it. There's no right answer to it. Some people are just naturally on that, and some people are just not. That's what I see.
Would you say last season, with how it went, how many games did you play?
About 4 or 5.
Did that play with your head?
Yeah, because obviously I want to help the team get up to the Premier League, and then
because all the players there, you're because you were such a.
It's weird. It's a weird feeling because obviously you're such a big person in the change room, to then coming away from the squad. It's just like it was a weird feeling. I'm not gonna lie. It's weird because obviously it's like you can't help the team.
Yeah. So
you've got yourself in a situation, and now you're just watching football again, and it's just like it's not a nice feeling to be in. And especially that's the level I wanted to play at. So that's the level I wanted to play at and get a handful of games. Obviously, I didn't play well. I understand that, but to not get another chance to play in it, it's not a nice feeling to take. And obviously, my family been looking forward to this my whole career.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's a tough thing to have, but it's part and parcel of the game. It's part and parcel.
I don't think people realize the amount of pressure, like trying to play with that sort of pressure in the fastest league in the world.
But it was weird because obviously it's like you kind of obviously when there's fans there, you kind of like you can sense stuff. You know, like if you're obviously not playing well and stuff like that, but you can hear things. So it's like when you're not playing well or things not going well,
you don't know.
There's no atmosphere, no nothing. You can score. You can think it's still the same.
Bro, 100%. Imagine like you do a tackle. Hey, you're like, yeah, come on. That
you
confidence.
get a buzz from it. But it was just like it was flat, and then you just get match of the day or whatever after. You get all this stuff after the event, and it's just like, okay.
Yeah, and then if it was the polar opposite, it's all coming down hard.
Yeah, it was the weirdest year, or that period of time has been the weirdest thing. That's why I can't wait now. Hopefully, we get all the fans back and it's all back to normal.
Yeah, I think that's going to make a huge impact on your performance and a lot of people's performance, and I'm fucking excited for it. Because I remember like when all that madness was happening, I didn't know how to reach out because I was like, I want to message. I did message, but I was like, this guy's probably getting it from every fucking corner. Everyone wants to chat to him.
But it was weird. But the thing is, everyone said the same thing, and it was like everyone kind of reached like not after, but it was like everyone was talking to me. Like no one knew what to say. It was weird. It was just like everyone said the same thing.
I knew what I wanted to say, but I didn't want to say it because I wasn't there.
Another thing is as well.
Like, do you know what I mean?
You weren't around none of us as well. Around that period of time, you were secluded. Like none of us was around. Like,
it was because that's another thing as well with COVID as well. Because like normally, even after a game or something, even if it's good or bad, I go for food with the family or we'll go for a few drinks or something. Yeah, we'll be like in a round, but I'll just play the game, go home, and then you
can't be around other people because of COVID. So no one could. You can't be.
It was a weird.
And that was when COVID was strict as well. Not like when it got relaxed and everyone was just breaking the law. Like legit, I didn't have a trim. Don't have one now, but I didn't have like you couldn't do certain things. So I understand why it was such a difficult period.
So you couldn't even like that happens, and you can't let off any steam.
You can't banter with your friends. You can't. What can you do? You're just there.
Because we would have bantered him about it.
Would have bantered him.
It would have been, and it was just like boom, forgotten. Okay, cool, next one.
Because it's also mad, like you said, it was like it was a top thing that you wanted to achieve. So I think people were careful about. Oh fuck, I don't want to banter him, not yet.
Yeah, No, but that's what everyone was saying. It was just like
I had so much in my locker.
Yeah. It's coming out. It's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming out now.
You had a lot of friends. Oh man, football's nasty, isn't it?
Oh man, but it's also like the beauty of it with your mates, though, isn't it? Being able to like banter each other. But again, it's just different when you know something means so much to someone, and especially when you're close to them, you're like, it's hard for them to approach you in that way. How did your dad approach you about it, like that season?
No, that's the thing as well. He was just like, oh, keep going, like kind of like it will come good, like it will, like you just gotta. But like he would say, pretend there's a crowd there, kind of thing. Like just make sure, like do something, like try different things, try different like things to get yourself going, because you don't seem like you're.
But I don't blame you though. It's mad. You know, like me and Smith tomorrow we're at Leeds. We're talking in front of 500 or 600 people. It was London the week before. We had 1,500 people.
There's an invite.
I did.
I did. I bet you invited him, but
he didn't invite me.
say
No,
nothing.
he didn't invite me.
I did.
He didn't invite me to London one as well.
I did. I did.
Cool.
What are you doing tomorrow?
What, at Leeds?
Got training.
What time do you finish?
Game Sunday.
We said Leeds.
When's your next? Yeah, Leeds.
Oh, it's a mad night as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never been out in Leeds. What's it saying?
Yeah, come through.
Good night out, yeah?
Yeah, come to one of the. Hey.
Cheers for the invite.
Yeah, invite me. What about you?
I
didn't even know you were coming there today. But see, you don't need an invite to be here.
True, nah.
You don't need an invite to be here.
Where's the next one after Leeds?
Is that the way I turn that around?
Nice.
You probably with the same gear as well.
Birmingham. Birmingham. But that's not the best night out.
Where's the London? Next London one? You know another London?
My next London one is in November. Just down the road, actually.
We'll be there. No bants. We will be there. November,
yeah.
Unless he's.
I'll be there anyway. I don't know about this guy. I'll be there.
But back to what I was saying. I was like, it's harder speaking in front of a smaller crowd than a bigger one. So like, when there's no one there, you can't feed off any fucking energy. And I'm sure in the changing room, every player's like focused on trying to perform, like thinking about their performance, to how to perform to do well for the team. So I'm sure they're in no headspace to think about you. And the crowd's not there to give you a buzz. And then you're obviously, well, I don't know, you didn't seem like you got fucking a lot of support from coaching staff. That's what I'm assuming. And it must have been a tough fucking time. Did you feel like it was like, fuck, this is the toughest time of my career at the minute?
Yeah, 100%, because this is like the not playing well on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
All eyes on the games. It's not like, and it's because there's no fans as well. Everyone's watching the game. The game's all on TV.
Yeah.
So they're
not missing anything.
Yeah, because everything. You know, like in a game in a stadium, you play the game and it's like people at the ground and stuff like that.
They see you off the camera as well.
Yeah, so they're only seeing where the ball is.
Yeah.
So they're not seeing anything else that's happening in the game.
And they're over-analysing.
Yeah, and because of also what's being, and it's slow-mo replay and all this and all that.
Yeah.
Everyone's a professional footballer.
When like positive and negative things happen, do you go into social media and look at shit? Like Twitter or all that shit?
I did it when I was in Ireland. My first game in Ireland, I must have been 18. We played on like the BBC, I think it's, I don't know what channel it is, but it's like the main TV channel in Ireland. I had a shocker.
Really?
My first game against the champions, the Irish champions.
Yeah.
I went on my social media after the game. I got absolutely hammered. Absolutely hammered.
Really?
How was he a professional footballer? Like coming for me, and I was like, you know what? Never gonna do that again, because you know what you're gonna see. So there's no point of going on there to make. It's not gonna make you feel better. It's gonna make you feel worse.
Yeah.
So it's pointless. Even if you have a good game, I don't go on it because it's
you don't want to feed off that.
Yeah, because it's fake. Because one day they're gonna love you, one day they're not gonna love you. It's what you do. It's like they love you, then they hate you. It's a natural cycle.
Yeah.
So really and truthfully, it doesn't really matter like what they say, because it's always gonna be people that love you. There's always gonna be people that hate you or not enjoy how you play, or you know what I mean. So that's part and parcel of the game. So You just have to deal with it in that way.
So what are you doing this season?
This season I'm a Fulham player.
No, but what are you gonna do this season?
The objective is to be promoted.
You're gonna fucking smash it. I'm gonna be there. He's gonna fucking smash it. I'm excited.
Fans are back.
I'm excited, man.
You come to the game, yeah?
Bruv, when I moved here, round here, the most excited thing was I can walk and watch Michael play, and I can walk back home. My dad can meet me here. I can walk to the fucking stadium and watch the game and come back and meet Michael after for some food if he ever invited me out. And I was like,
I'm not inviting him. If he's got that trim, I ain't invited him. No chance. You got to change that trim and then I'll invite you out. Or wear a hat.
That was what I was excited about. And then obviously COVID happened. And then COVID happened, innit? So I was fucking fuming. That's it. The year you...
yeah.
And I was fuming. I was like, fuck off. This is shite.
Mad, didn't it? It was mad. It was
mad,
the
bro.
whole thing, it was mad.
I had every Saturday booked. Other Saturday.
Even the game at Wembley is like, you're thinking, rah, you guys at Wembley, you want to go there. Can't go there.
Yeah, it's not the same. Mate, COVID would have broke lots of relationships, would have made lots of relationships, would have took the best out of some athletes, would have brought the worst out of some. Like, it's such a weird fucking period of time where you had to adapt to, and now things are opening back up, like going back to normal. I'm fucking excited to see how people are gonna fucking smash it, and I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go to that stadium and smell that grass. You know that smell. You know
the new stand's coming. Good. It's good.
Oh yeah, there you go. Boom. So you're gonna smash it this season. How long have we been going for? Shut up.
Is it?
What?
It's gone quite quick.
No way. What?
Yeah, that's mad, that.
Listen,
wow.
bruv. I'm actually going to wrap it
There's
up.
a bottle there now.
Hour 35. Wow.
So some of you guys had some questions for Mr. Hector. Let's see.
PG.
PG, yeah, PG ones. What are you saying, come to Newcastle? Would you play for Newcastle?
No comment. Nah. I'm in London. I'm for Fulham.
Yeah, to be fair, you've always wanted to be close to your family in London as well, innit? That must be. Because you were away for a long time, innit?
Yeah.
How was your time at Hull City? Enjoyed watching you play there?
Hull, yeah, it was not a great season, but yeah, it was. Yeah, I didn't have a great season personally. The team didn't play well, but yeah, the area was okay. Yeah,
The area was all right?
yeah.
Can you get me a date with Joe Bryan?
Joe Bryan, if you like books, you've got a chance. You've got to meet him at the library.
You know what? I'm gonna ask him to come on a podcast. I want to hear what he has to say about the books and stuff. He's a nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah, very cool guy.
Very cool guy, innit? Yeah.
Strange character, but good.
Yeah, I like that though. When you're chatting to him, he's like,
Yeah, he probably come with the same trim as you, by the way.
well, he goes to the same barber in Fulham, innit?
Was he blind?
Huh? You can't talk about trims, bruv.
No.
We've seen your trims.
Nah.
Mate, you know what I realised as well, looking at these questions, we could have spoke all day about Germany, like, fuck, there's so much to talk. You're going to have to come on again. Who's the funniest player at Fulham?
The funniest player? Dennis Odoye. Dennis Odoye is one of the craziest characters you ever meet.
Really?
Yeah.
In general, not even player at Fulham?
He's one of the funniest people I've met. Like, he don't know how funny he is, though.
Really?
Like, he just does the weirdest things.
Have you got an example? Or it's just his personality?
He can't see, so he has glasses, but he never wears contacts. So you're talking to him, and he's always squinting. He's always like, dude, he just does weird things, and he's funny. He just does crazy things on the pitch as well, which is funny.
More importantly, how is Hector?
Yeah, I'm doing good at the moment. 29 years old now, so
Good
getting on a bit.
headspace?
Yeah, great headspace.
Family, kids.
Kids are doing well. Kids are growing up fast.
I need to breed, bruv. I need to catch up.
Yeah, man.
I can't keep up with you black guys, bruv.
Why? If you saw what he was doing behind the scene, he was crazy. Nah. So stiff.
Yeah. Tight hip flexors.
That's why he's got no kids.
Tight hip flexors. The worst crowd to play in front of. The worst. Funny and or funniest crowd abuse. One of my friends asking this.
Funniest crowd has got to be Millwall.
Yeah?
Millwall is one of they're the games I look forward to playing.
Really?
Yeah, you just get abused for the whole. Since you walk into the stadium, you walk out to warm up, you're getting abused. You're
but
playing
you
a game.
Up then, innit?
I love them games. No, them games are brilliant. It's like it's empty stadium, but it sounds so loud. It don't make sense. It's like 6,000 there, and it's so loud. I would love that to be full. I would love to play there one time in my life. Hopefully, with a full stadium there, it will be unbelievable because it's hostile. I love it. Yeah.
All right. Do footballers actively look on social media to see what people? I already answered that. On the podcast.
Probably they do.
They do. Other footballers do. Yeah.
Probably.
Do they talk about it in the change rooms?
Nah, not really. No.
Okay, cool. That's good. How exciting is it to be part of the new era of the reggae boys?
Yeah, it's the new squad's good. New squad's very good. Yeah, hopefully play more games than I did in the Gold Cup. I only played a couple.
Is it a lot of hassle traveling out there for you?
Yeah, it is now, especially with the COVID times.
Like, do you have to go COVID test, fly?
Yeah, COVID test, fly, land, COVID test.
And it's not direct, right?
4 or 5 days. No, we normally, like, especially in America, we flew, we went to Orlando, so we flew to Miami to Orlando. We always have the connection.
Always connection for the States. Always connection, yeah. As long as you can get a few days there.
And especially like now, people from UK can't really travel to America, so you have to get a special waiver because for the tournament. It's little hassles, but yeah.
Unless I think they're going to open it up if you're double vaccinated. Are you vaccinated?
No.
Are you going to get it?
I'm thinking about it.
You're thinking about it?
Yeah, thinking about it.
Yeah.
Are you vaccinated?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah?
Getting the second one.
Okay.
Soon. Yeah. That's
cool.
mad.
Can you put a spoon on your shoulder? Like,
bruv, the minute I put the vaccination on, like...
The vaccination or the vaccine?
The vaccine.
Wow.
To be
roll docs.
I can roll docs.
New schools for you.
Yeah.
I put the vaccination.
Two GCSEs, bro. One was Turkish.
You still passed it?
Yeah. I've got a C in it.
Fair enough.
And the others are... That's it. All the others I've answered. I've actually answered organically.
That's what we like.
That's what we like.
Organic fruit.
Guys, thank you for listening to this episode. Make sure you check out Hector's profile and make sure you show him love. And if you don't support him already, you fucking better.
Nah. I appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
No,
it's a privilege coming. Thanks for the sweets, hospitality.
Good man. Make sure you subscribe. Tell all your friends. And go follow these guys.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace. See you later. Boom. Now let's hope it's fucking recorded.